Hello viewers, it's Corinne from Cloud9 Bath, and today I'm making a personalized soap for one of my customers. She's buying it for her boyfriend for Christmas. She's purchasing a whole 1 pound loaf. I'm gonna make actually a 2 pound loaf, and she'll get half of it, and I'll have also some bars left over to put on my website, or I'll probably have a pre-buy on those. This is actually my first video of making soap, so please bear with me. Now what I'm about to do is, I've got my hard oils here. They're all in the bucket. And what I'm about to do is, I'm going to pour my lye water in the bucket, and I'm going to allow my lye water to melt the oils. My lye water is already prepared. I'll just give it a quick stir here. Bring this a little bit closer. I'm going to pour this. This is my lye water here. As you can see, it's all nice and clear. I'm just going to carefully pour that in, and I'm pour it around all the oils. And what this lye water is going to do is it's going to melt my hard oils. I prefer to do it that way instead of melting them in the microwave or on the stove or whatever. It just doesn't make sense to me to make extra work when you don't need to. The lye water will melt the soaps or melt the hard oils just fine. This consists of shea butter, palm oil, coconut oil, and I don't remember the last one. But all good oils in here. Especially the shea butter. I love using shea butter, but this is how it looks while it's starting to melt, just so you know. And I'll just let those melt, stir them up a bit, and while I'm waiting for those to melt, I'm going to add, these are my soft oils in here. I'm going to add the fragrance right into the soft oils. The reason I do this is, especially when it's a fragrance I haven't soaped with. And this is a fragrance that I haven't soaped with as of yet. Beautiful wintergreen. Elizabeth has chosen wintergreen for her boyfriend. And this scent is just wonderful. If you've ever tasted those wintergreen lifesavers, it smells exactly like them, like the taste of them. It's a crisp, it's a minty, it's just a beautiful scent. It actually makes you almost want to eat it. It smells so good. And I love those wintergreen lifesavers. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my fragrance oil to my soft oils. And that way, I just prefer to do that this way because it helps if the fragrance oil is going to speed up trace or whatever. Doing it this way helps slow it down a bit, in my opinion. So I've added the fragrance to the soft oils. And don't mind my work, my soap kitchen here. Sometimes I make such a mess when I'm trying to soap. Or not trying to soap, when I am soaping, it can become somewhat messy. So I've mixed that in with the oils. I'll just leave that. And I also have, she's requested a goat's milk soap, so I have room temperature goat's milk waiting aside. I will add this after I get to a light trace. Just move that over there. And as you can see, this is still melting away here. It's getting there though. I hope you're able to see this. I've never videotaped, so with this, I have videotaped, but it was just, I had videotaped on colorants. I had gotten some mica colorants in, and I wanted to see if they morphed or not, and I had gotten quite a lot of them in actually. And so I did a videotape on that. I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, but watch for it. It'll get up there, and it shows what micas morph, which stay true to color. So I've kind of been helpful in that way for other soapers, to let them know which micas they can purchase for cold processing soap and which ones work and which ones morph to a different color. Of course, if they morph to a different color, sometimes the color is a color you might want to use. If it's more to say like a green, there's a couple of, or a blue. Some of them turn gray. Sometimes you might want a gray in your soap, so they'd work for that as well. So I'm just going to tip this back down, and I'm just going to keep stirring this. I've got my stick blender over there all prepared for when I'm ready to stick blend this. And I like to wait till the oils are like totally melted here. Today I'm going to use, it's going to be a white soap with 2 different colors of greens for the green color anyways of the scent. I think it's going to turn out really pretty. I really like making personalized soaps as well because the consumer, or my customer, gets to choose, you know, the colors and gets to discuss, you know, the scent and if they want a goat's milk soap or just a, you know, a normal soap, what they want in it as far as oils and butters are concerned. I do have one recipe, and it's this one that I prefer to work with, but I do work with other recipes. I do not give out my recipes because they are mine. I created them and I sell these soaps, so, but there are lots of, if you're wanting to make soap, there are lots of recipes on the internet. You can just Google it, even YouTube it. See, they're almost melted. Even YouTube it, and you'll find lots of recipes. I do suggest, if you're going to try soap making, to start with a simple recipe to begin with. I've been doing this for about 5 years now, so I am rather experienced at it. And I learned from scratch, from nothing. I researched and stuff like that, and I learned. And my first couple of soaps, they turned out, but not anywhere near like I wanted them to look. They turned out good, they worked, they just didn't look all that great. And since then I've learned new techniques, tried new techniques, and today I'm just going to do a nice swirl soap in the pot swirl. So I'll swirl them right in the pot here. Now it's almost melted. Just another few little spots there. I hope you're able to see this. Okay, so that's pretty well melted in there. Now what I'll do is I'm going to add my soft oils to this. I'm going to let it come to light trace. Going to let it come to light trace, and then I'll put my goat's milk in. So here we go with the soft oils. And the fragrance oil, of course, is in with the soft oils. This is such a good scent. So far it looks pretty good to work with. It seems to be tracing pretty quickly here, actually. I don't think I'm even going to be using my stick blender for this. I like to get all the oils out. It's actually tracing really, really quickly. See that? See how fast that is? Tracing. I didn't even use my stick blender for that. I don't think I'm going to either. That will just... Okay, I did put the oil, the fragrance oil with this. It would have really accelerated trace. Now, because it's already at a nice lace trace like that, I'm going to put in my goat's milk. And I will stick blend this just for a second to get the milk really, how beautiful that's looking already. It's just nice and creamy, and I'm going to just give it a quick stick blend. Actually, this is only the second time I haven't really had to use a stick blender. I'm going to do for that. Well, I'm going to add titanium dioxide to make the base a little bit whiter. But right now I want to put this in with light green. This is a fluorescent green, a neon green. Just going to take that all over there. And then I'm going to do, this is a darker green. Put that in there. Nice dark green. I'm going to save some of the white for the top. So I'm mixing up these colors here. Darker green, and I've got a fluorescent green. I can't believe I didn't even have to hardly stick in this. This is great actually. It's making things a little easier. I need to actually use this to stir with. I don't want to use a stick blender because it might accelerate the trace too much and might make things more difficult for me in the long run. Really mix this one up good. Okay, now what I do is I'm going to do this in the right in here. So what I want to do is I want to mix that up a bit more. I want to mix this up a bit more. I'm going to add my titanium dioxide to this to make it whiter. That also might accelerate trace, but here it is. It's going to be a nice white base. I actually kind of wanted that to be a little whiter. It's looking pretty white though. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is pour this back in there so I can make it a little whiter. I mean, it's pretty white already, but I just want my top pour it to be white as well, and I'm just going to mix that in really well. Okay, that's a nice white base. Look at that. I don't know if you're seeing very well while I'm doing this. I hope you are. But I'm going to put some more in there because I'm going to save that for the top. Okay, I'm going to give this another stir. Just make sure it's all mixed in there nice. This one, another stir. I think these are going to turn out just lovely. What I'm going to do is take this and pour it in 2 spots. So I start up high, so it gets down to the bottom and go down low. And I'll do the same on the other side. Start up high and go down low. I'm going to save the rest for the top. And with the lighter green, start up really high, go down low. Start up really high and go down low. Save that for the top. A little bit more. Oh, sounds like my cell phone went off. I'll be checking that. And I'm going to just go around once and through the middle. I'm going to check my cell phone. I'll be right back. Could be important. Might be my son. Reminding me, it's just the cell phone company reminding me that I need to update my service. Make Actually, I'm going to put some more white back in there. That's a little much. Okay, and this is what it looks like in the pot. Okay, actually I might put a little bit more, just down the middle. A little bit more the other way, just down the middle. Okay, and I'm just going to pour this in the mold. And then what I do is I let the rest of it thicken up. Oh, that's looking so good. I'm going to pour it this way so you can see. Just pour it in the mold. Do some funky swirling there. I got some left over there, so just scrape that out. This was a wonderful, wonderful fragrance to soap with. Don't know if you're seeing this too well. I hope you are. Elizabeth, this smells wonderful. Your boyfriend is going to love this. It's not too strong, but it's a nice scent. I'd call it a unisex scent. Both women and men could use it. I try to get as much as the soap out as possible. I don't like to waste it. Now usually I love to glitterize my soaps on the top, but because this is for a man, I'm not going to add glitter. I don't think men like glitter. I'm going to go like that to get the air bubbles out. I'm going to take my chopstick, and what I like to do is I just like to swirl it a little bit like that, and then swirl it a little bit like that so that it's really swirled underneath good. And it's looking pretty already. Now what I do with this stuff is I put it on the top, I let it thicken, and I put it on the top. I glop it on the top actually, and then I kind of do a design on the top so that it looks really different. And it's not taking me long to make this soap actually. It's going to take a while for this to get as gloppy as I want it. Thinking, let's see how quickly that thickens up. I really love this fluorescent green. It is something else. Actually, I think I might put a little bit more in there. Just do that. Let's see how that looks. I like to mess around with the colors and stuff. It makes things more interesting. Give that a little swirl too. There. That just looks pretty good. Don't know if I'm getting this, but maybe I need to move it over there more. Okay, I'll give that another. And just wait for this stuff to thicken up here. The white's getting really thick. So I've got my goggles on for safety reasons and my gloves. You can't soap without gloves and goggles. If it splashes up into your eyes, it could blind you because of the lye. So it's very important to be safe when you're making soap. Use your safety precautions, people. Okay, it's starting to thicken up. Got a few specks in this that I need to work out. I think the more I mess with it, the less it traces. And so I'm not going to put a lid on this when I make it, because with the goat's milk, it has a tendency to really heat up the soap. The lye has a tendency to really heat up the goat's milk, which makes the soap even hotter. And if I put a lid on it, what's going to happen is there's going to be a crack in the middle of the top of the soap, which of course isn't going to look too good. So it's starting to thicken up. To the point where I like it. I know this is the boring part. Well, maybe while I'm allowing this to thicken up, I'll show you some of the soaps, a couple of soaps that I've made recently that will be on our website for sale. And this one here is just gorgeous. This one's called Floral Fiesta. Look at the colors in that. See, I do glitterize my tops. I hope you can see that. And wrap them up professionally. Look at the colors on that. And the scent, absolutely beautiful. Ladies, you will love this stuff. It just smells great. Lathers so well. This is a goat's milk soap. I think all the soaps I have here are goat's milk soap that I'm going to show you. This one here is called Enchanted Forest. And this has a real woodsy outdoor smell. You can really smell sandalwood in it. And there's other stuff, other fragrance in it as well. But it has a wonderful outdoorsy fragrance. I put glitter on the top, so ladies, you will love this one as well. I myself do like the scent of sandalwood. But it's not just sandalwood in it, it's other outdoor fragrances as well. So you can see the different colors that I've put in there, like a brown, like an autumn sort of greenery autumn colors, so like an autumn forest. And then this one here is called Dreamsicle. And ladies, this one smells just like, oh, that Dreamsicle ice cream stuff. Smells exactly, orange Dreamsicle soap smells exactly like that. This soap almost you almost want to eat it. It smells so good. Glittered the top of that as well. And let me just check here. This is still thickening up a bit. Almost to the point where I can, maybe if I were to stick we'll see what I do with this. I might just pour it on top and do some swirling if it doesn't thicken up soon. The white seems to be thickening up the most, probably because I have titanium dioxide in it. Titanium dioxide, I find, tends to thicken up my soap more. Okay, but anyways, I'll show you a couple more soaps here. This one here is called, this is one of my favorites, Hawaiian Tropic. And oh, just like a Hawaiian fruity floral mixture of a scent. Oh, it's just wonderful. I've glittered the tops of that one as well. I love glitter. And the different colors in it. I have pink, green, like a rose brown color. I have the off-white creamy color. Just so many colors in that. And it just smells marvelous. This one here is called Rainforest. I've glittered the top, just a little bit of glitter. And this too is one of my favorite scents. It's just oh, it's a marvelous scent. This one can be either for the ladies or the men, but I made it look like there was some clouds there and the sky, you know, changing color as it's going to rain. And then this one is a chunky version. It's not as tall, but it's thicker. And it's a nice handheld soap. And this one's called Bamboo Grove. Wonderful scent. And that has some sparkles on top and the different colors I've used. So this weighs as much as the other ones. It's just a smaller, chunkier, smaller, thicker soap. But it weighs the same. I decided to try a different mold with that. And I also have This is a tea tree charcoal soap. This is good for acne, for people with acne. I make this for my son. He's a teenager and he's no glitter or anything. Just simple tea tree, and there's charcoal in it. There's all the good oils. Honey, I put honey in it. Tea tree, essential oil, lemon, essential oil, cedarwood essential oil is in this. White kale and clay is in this. Charcoal, goat's milk, distilled water, and yeah, it's perfect perfect acne bar. It's got all the essential stuff needed to help with acne. I also have a pine tar. This is a little handheld soap. These are less because they're a smaller soap. This is a pine tar green tea soap, and this is great for acne as well. It's also great for eczema, and it's great for psoriasis. Conditions like that, skin conditions, it's great. It's got honey in it, vitamin E, green tea, all the good oils and butters. This one here is called Amber's Blush. It didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. There's not as much pink as I wanted it to. So this one I'm going to put on the website for lesser. Actually, I think it is on the website. But all these soaps, I'm going to have a pre-buy as well. So I've already sold some of them, so it's just what I have left. And then I have Black Tie Affair soap. Men, this is for you. It smells wonderful. No glitter, but this is my husband's favorite scent is Black Tie Affair. I'll be making a company one called Little Black Dress for the Ladies. Okay, so that's what I have on hand right here now as I was making the soap. So I just thought I'd show you those. Okay, so I'm going back now. Okay, it's thicker. It's thickening up pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plop this stuff on the top, and then I'm going to like texturize the top a bit. I'm going to start with the white. No, I think I'll start with the dark green. So I just put it on the top like that, just in random places. This gives the tops really nice coloring. So see, I just glob it in like that. And I'll take, I think I'll take the white. I'll do that. And I put the white, I'll put the white in between places I didn't put the green. You'll see what I do in a minute here. I really like doing the tops. I find the tops so much fun to do. Glitterizing the tops is so fun too as well. I really love that neon green color. It's a really nice color. I don't know if you're seeing this. Keep things out of the way a bit so you can watch. Don't mind me. I'm just nannering away here while I make the soap. And this is the first time I've videotaped me making a soap, so I was even practicing what to say on it, and then I realized, well, it's not going to go as I practice it, so I'm just going to wing it. And here I am, and I probably sound rather ridiculous, but that's okay. And for some reason, every time I soap, my face goes beet red. It goes red. I get so much color when I soap in my face. I don't know if it's because it gets hot as I soap. I'm just going to put this in random places here. Just making sure I seem to have a lot of the white. So I'm really going to glop this white on this time. Seems I have so much white. I think I'm going to mix some of it in with that green there. Mix that mess of that green. green. Mix that up in a minute. And glop, 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 glop. Just in random places here. Mix this up because I mixed some more white because I was almost out of this darker green. So actually it made it a little lighter, so now there's going to be like kind of a 4-color thing happening on top. Well, not really, but lightened it a bit, not a whole lot. See a little bit more of that. From the top, and glop that there, glop that there. You know, you'll see how I texturize the tops as soon as I get this on here. This scent, this wintergreen scent is just lovely, and it's been so great to work with. I'm really enjoying working with this one. Like, I can't believe that. I think this is the first scent that I've never really used a stick blender with. I'm just going to kind of really glop this here. Some spaces that need filling there, so I'll just... Okay, I want to use this for the very tops. I'm just going to kind of drizzle this along the top here. This can get a little messy sometimes, but it's fun to do, I'll tell you that. It's really fun to do. I love making soap. It's a passion of mine, and that's why I make it and I sell it. I do have lots of, well, I wouldn't say lots, but I do have lots of customers quite a few customers. And I sell online, and I'm often making soap for my customers and myself, my family, my friends. Everybody loves it. My daughter's in on this with me, my oldest daughter. She makes bath salts and all that sort of stuff, bath bombs, facial scrubs, stuff like that. So one day I hope to videotape her making the facial scrubs. She's a little bit more camera shy than I am, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, and of course I'll be editing this, so some of this stuff that I'm doing right now may not be on it when I'm done editing, because I don't want to bore people with such a long video of soap making. But I really wanted to end this topping with the light green. And I'm going to take this. Just get that. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to do that. Get all the soap out I can. No need to waste it. I'm just going to scoop this off of there with this. There we go. And look how pretty that's looking. Just beautiful. with some more green. The light neon green is such a pretty color. I'm not really a green fan, but this is a pretty green. It really brightens the soap up. Okay, I think that should do it. Now what I do is I go like this to get the air bubbles. And then I take this and I swirl it a little bit. Just like that, so the colors are not totally mixed, but so they're and I go the other way just a little bit. And that looks wonderful as it is, but I want to show you what I do with my tops now. Just take this and I just kind of swoop it up to the middle like that. It kind of mixes up the colors, curls it up. Just do it a little bit like this. And I switch the side. And I do the same on the other side. And there we have it. I'm not going to mess with it too much. There we go. If you start messing with it too much, you end up mixing the colors too much and you don't get your swirl in there, and I really like the swirl in there. So there we go, Elizabeth. Your boyfriend's soap is made, and it's looking pretty, and I'll be cutting it in about 24 hours, so, or maybe by even tonight, so anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. I'll say 6 to 24 hours, yeah. Depending on how quickly it cures and the hardens in the. I use the old soap mold, old wooden soap mold. I love my soap mold. Like this, I do the parchment paper, the heavy wax paper stuff in it, and so there you go, Elizabeth. It's looking good, and I'll videotape it when I cut it for you. Okay, bye everyone. Be sure to check our Facebook, our website, and like us on Facebook, and feel free to ask me any questions you need answered or anything like that. And okay, sorry for being so nervous, but I'll hush up now and I'll come back, Elizabeth, and show you what it looks like when it's cut. Thanks.